For so long I've negotiated with the best version of myself. For so long I have traded the best version of myself. For so long I've traded what I could have been for what I naturally am. I have traded the power of excellence for fleshful desires. But I think the most beautiful thing about God is his redemptive ability. The ability to take a man who has sworn on his father and his mother, sworn by heaven and by earth, that my earthly mission is to kill Christians, which he did with so much zeal. With so much zeal, Paul went about killing Christians. But that's who was the aggressive plan of God for the gathering of the church all around the world. That's the man that he chose. Not the one with a clean background, not the one with a clean slate, but the one with a slate so dirty that it takes the blood of Christ. It takes the blood and the blood alone to wipe away such filth. That's exactly the kind of life that I've been living. A life opposed to Christ. But here's what I always say. I always say this thing when I pray. I say, I am worse than Paul. I am worse than all of them. I'm worse than the kidnappers. I'm worse than the liars and the thieves. I'm worse than the pedophiles, because most of them don't know the truth as much as I do. You know what's terrible about me is I know the truth. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what God's called me to do. I know what my destiny is. But I choose something else anyway. But I choose lust anyway. I hear his call. For the past 6 years, I've been fighting the call. I know he wants me to bring soul to him. No man brought this gospel to me. Jesus had to preach to me himself through a dream where I got left behind after the rapture 6 years ago. It happened in my dream, and that fire has been burning in my heart. But year after year after year, I will be faithful to the call, then I will run away from the call. I'll be faithful to the call, then I'll run away. The fire came, the fire left. I don't know why, but he kept showing me mercy. A lot of people can sit down and say, you know what, I've done this and I've done that. I've done this great thing for God. I've done that great thing for God. I've cast out demons and cast out... A lot of people can sit down and say that. But the one thing I'm going to boast about is that when mercy was a no-go area, it found me anyway. When mercy was non-negotiable, this brother deserves to die. Nothing else. It found me anyway. When I traded his grace and his power for temporary fleshly desires, his mercy found me anyway. If this is my only boast, I will boast about this till the day I die. That I was filthy. I was lost and confused. I never really was able to describe what it meant, what it felt like to be lost, until I was his child, and then I was not. Not because he cast me away, but because I ran away from his love. That was when I really understood this is what it feels like to be lost and alone, and to be outside the power of your purpose. I could never run away from him, even when I went to the darkest place, his darkness. His light was so bright, it shone in the darkness. I could never. But why am I saying all of this? I'm done running. I'm done trading who I am. I'm done negotiating on the best version of myself. I'm done compromising on Jesus. I'm done chasing the flesh. This is the beginning of something new. God has been calling me to a new identity, to a new purpose, through signs, through wonders, through many different confirmations that I could sit down here and tell you. But a whole day is not going to be enough to talk about why I'm very convinced about this. There's a shift happening. Earth is about to break loose. The demon's about to go crazy. Satan has his plan in full effect. The kingdom of darkness is prepared. They're about to launch something. If you've never heard it, hear it now. They're about to launch something so magnificent, so grand. It will have you confused. It's going to take the elect of God, and even some of the elect will be deceived. But God is coming. He too has a plan. He too has a fresh new plan. He's bringing back Christians who has lost their ways. Christians in name only. Christians who think that they are born of God but have not really let Christ into their lives. He's coming for them now. And this new movement, he has told me, that is going to start with me. A part of this movement is going to start with me. In my vicinity, in my area. So, I have decided to obey the call. The next time you see me, I'll be bringing you the word of God undiluted. The next time you see me, I'll be bringing prophecies your way. The next time you see me, I'll be bringing testimonies of what God has been doing. The next time you see me, I'll be in the streets preaching to the Muslims, preaching to the Christians who have lost their way first, then the unbelievers. And then I will begin to do this thing that God has asked me to do. I'm no longer trading on that. It's enough running from God. Where can I run? Where can I run to from God? Where? This should also speak to you. You who is lost, you who is broken, you who has concluded that this is the end of your life, who has concluded that there's no good thing that can come out of you. I'm here to tell you that that is not the case. You are the aggressive plan of God for the last days. You who is bound by addiction, you who is bound by depression, you who is bound by anxiety and fear, you who's judged by everyone, you who's misunderstood, you are the aggressive plan of God for the last days. You are the one that God is going to use to break through generational patterns. You're the one that God's going to use to save people that are unsavable. You are the one. You are God's aggressive plan. If I had not experienced it, I would not be saying it with this much confidence. If it was not in the Word of God, then don't listen to me how God will take a man broken and fortify him and make him a city that cannot be penetrated, a city that cannot be broken into, and make him a fortified city. The gates, the walls are mighty, no man can come close. You are God's aggressive plan for the last days. All you got to do is align to what He's calling you to do.